Good afternoon, everybody. How are you doing? I am classing it up today, and I have a mattress behind me so that that's our attempt to soundproof, right? So here at the Finley household, we are extra classy, and heaven forbid you go and try to insulate something. We'll just go old school style, throw up a mattress. It's gonna be awesome. So anyway, we'll just give everybody a couple minutes to hop on live. And if you are getting on live, let me know, make sure the sound is okay. So maybe give me a thumbs up. You got to test it really every time when you're using mics and things like that. And I just learned that AirPods do not work on Facebook Lives. Did you guys know this? You might think it's working, but it's actually not. Now, maybe there's an app out there, and if you know of one, you should tell me down below. Hi, Barbara. Can you hear me okay? Give me a thumb or a heart or yes. New mic. Anyway, AirPods don't work unless maybe there's an app that somebody knows about. Now, you can use them on Zoom and other things, but through a Facebook Live, hi, Susie, you cannot use AirPods. Who knew? I did not know this. You can hear me? Okay. Awesome. Any requests as we go into yoga as healing, as we give everybody, it's 4 o'clock right this second. Hi, Mitzi. Any requests? Well, I'm still looking at the camera. Yeah, I already talked about my classiness behind me. So if you missed that in the first 1 minute intro, you'll have to go back and watch the first minute as I talk about how classy we are here with mattresses in the background. So if you have any requests before I turn my camera around and then I can't see you, let me know. But we're going to be talking about the commitment of the warrior today. So diving into kind of what does it really mean to be a warrior? And during this time, obviously, we're kind of all having to call on this inner part of ourselves that we've never embarked upon before. And I feel like that's really what a warrior continuously does, right? And we all are warriors in the ways that we show up. So everybody can hear me okay? No requests? I'm going to give you 30 seconds. How fast can you type? Because I don't want to be sad if I walked away and then there was 10 requests. I'm Hi, Annette. So last chance, type in any requests you have for today for yoga as healing. Otherwise, I'm going to be flipping my camera around and we will get started. You do need a strap, okay? I will give other alternatives if you do not have a strap or you don't have anything strap-like. But if you have one, I want you to go grab it right now, okay? Really, you guys, no requests. I can't believe this. We are here together. You can request things. You know this, right? All right. I'm flipping you around. Here we go. All right. We're going to start laying down on the back today, okay? So start laying down on your back. I'm going to start just seated so people hopping on live don't have to right away see me laying down. But you all, you're going to lay down. So make yourself comfortable. Make sure your strap, if you're just hopping on live, make sure your strap is handy. It's within a hand's distance. You don't need it right this second, but just that it's close to you. I am sitting on a blanket. If you want to take your blanket, roll it up. You could put it under your knees. If you want a little bit of a shoulder opener, you could put it under your upper back. Okay? So let's sit up nice and tall. Lay down nice and tall. That's the problem when you're not doing what everybody else is doing and I can't see anyone. Lay down, relax. Close your eyes. And allow yourself to drop into this moment. It's 4 o'clock in the afternoon. You may have had a crazy day, a super busy day. You may have had a chill day. You may have gotten everything done you wanted to. You may have gotten nothing done or not even close. But right now in this moment, just allow yourself to be here right now. Because all of that other stuff right now for this next hour is for you. And today as we practice, we're going to contemplate, and that's really what everything about yoga represents. I love, if you cannot hear the thumping, I hope you kind of can, because it's my daughter dancing up above us, virtual dance class. But every time we step on the mat, it's a contemplation on so many levels, right? It's a contemplation of observing the way we think. It's a contemplation of noticing the way that we move our body and how that affects our mind, the way that affects our breath. And I love the word kind of contemplating, because to me it has this essence of not trying to judge it, but just, like a wise sage, just contemplating it, okay? And there is, in the book Living Beautifully with Uncertainty and Change, a very lovely book to read at this time by Pema Chodron, she talks about the warrior commitment. And she said the warrior commitment is not about being perfect. It's about continuing to put virtuous input into our consciousness, into our unconsciousness, continuing to sow the seeds that predispose our heart to expand without limit, that predispose us to awaken. And she goes on to say that every time we have doubt or judgment, or the things that maybe are seeds of that you wouldn't really want to flourish, right? It's the commitment of the warrior to build the muscle of reminding yourself how strong you are, to remind yourself to sow the seeds of confidence, to sow the seeds of love and compassion. And this week in my classes, I've been talking about alignment, and that's really what it is. Alignment is this acceptance of what is in the moment, but also having the insight and the awareness to be able to sometimes observe ourselves and understand that you are not your thoughts. You hear that all the time. You are not your thoughts. And then it's kind of terrifying to think, well, then what am I? And that you are something so much bigger than all of that. So we step onto the mat to contemplate, right? To kind of contemplate these ideas that sometimes are too big to even really understand with words, but we try. And it's this safe space where we come back to remembering who we really are, because so often we forget. So let's take a couple of deep breaths, maybe the deepest breaths you've taken today. And as you breathe in and you're laying down, perhaps you can feel your back body connect into the earth as you breathe in. Fully, completely letting your breath go. 2 more times, inhaling, almost feeling as though you're stretching your skin as you take the breath in. And when you exhale, you actually notice the muscles having to contract to really empty your breath all the way out. Can you feel your core ignite? 1 more time, deep Ujjayi breath. Inhale. Exhale, completely releasing. Good. Now, take a hand to the heart, maybe one to the belly. Set an intention if there is one. Maybe asking yourself this commitment of the warrior of what seeds would you like to sow within yourself? Or one seed, pick one. Great change comes from small decisions that you make every single day, consistently over time. Very nice. And then I'm going to join you on the back. Stretch your arms up and over your head. Take a big full body stretch. I like to sometimes hook my thumbs. Flex your feet or point your feet. And then as you exhale, hug your knees in towards your chest. Now just tap your toes down to the ground. Reach your arms over your head. Let your back arch. It's like you're doing cow. Arch, arch, arch. In fact, overarch. And then exhale, round, curl up, lift your chest. Your forehead comes towards your knees. And then tap your toes down. Inhale, reach your arms overhead, arch your back. Exhale, cat, round. Inhale. So this is actually a stress relieving technique called squeeze and release. We're just doing it in a slightly different way than it's sometimes done. So when you inhale, feel a sense of releasing. And when you exhale, you can really focus on squeezing everything in. Now you can do this inhale in your day just by like squeezing your fists or your face and then consciously releasing. 2 more times. Inhale, reach, tap the toes, arch the back. Exhale, squeeze. 1 more. Inhale. And it does wake up the core just a little bit. Exhale. Good. Set the feet down towards the floor. Grab your strap. Okay, now we're going to focus on the release. So I'm going to show the option if you didn't have a strap, or let's say you just have a towel. Then I want you to take your strap or your towel around your big toe or the ball of the foot, and you'll just hold it in the one hand. Now, if you have a strap like I do, I think this strap is long enough. We're going to do the good old neck release. Some of you know who you are. You love this one. So you're going to make a very, very big loop. Okay, and if you're more open in the hamstrings, the loop will be slightly smaller. You can always tighten it. So I'm going to start with my left foot on the floor. Make sure the buckle's not going to be at your head. You're going to lift your head up. And I'm putting the strap right at the base of the skull. And there's a balance here of the foot pushing up and the upper body and the head leaning back. And you try to find this point where there's balance almost between the two. One's not working harder. And then I enjoy straightening my left leg. If you want to keep it on the ground, you can do that. Your head will stay up, but if it at all it's compromising your neck, then just keep your head on the ground. Do option A. And you're going to feel your body trying to balance between your foot pushing up, your head kind of wanting, and your upper body to fall back down towards the ground. Notice your 3 hamstring muscles moving towards your 4 quadricep muscles. And as the hamstrings energetically draw towards your face, feel like your 4 quadricep muscles are moving away from your face. As your foot is pushing up towards the sky, evenly feel like your head is got serenity just to sort of lay back. And it's interesting, I find, this is not a yin practice, but just to kind of start in a yin or restorative-esque sort of a pose, especially midday, it can challenge our warrior commitment, right? To be able to stay present, to observe thinking without judging. Take 1 more deep breath. Inhale. Exhale. Good. And then take your hands on the side of the strap. Inhale. Put the strap, you might walk your hands a little closer up. Left hand onto left thigh, and you're going to take your right leg out to the right. But helpful. And I want you to just take about 3 to 5, depending how fast or slow you're going, 3 deep breaths. You're rolling your left upper inner thigh towards the floor. Carve your outer right hip away from your right shoulder. Lift the low belly. Draw your chin down so it's level with your forehead. And flex both of your feet. Good. Inhale, come back up with that right leg. Inhale, strap into left hand. Right thumb, let's put it into the right hip crease, and without letting yet the right side of your sacrum lift, just bring that top leg about 3 inches to the left of midline. Ooh, I'm like having a Lizzo moment, like, woo, child. That's what's happening. That's what's happening in my body right now. Lizzo moment. Good. Good. Take one more breath here. I'm certain that the commitment of the warrior at certain points is to have a little fun. Okay, bring the leg all the way over. I've got a wall here, so that's all right. I'm gonna just go where it is. Push your foot into the strap, pull back with the strap against your foot. You can let the outer edge of your left foot roll to the floor. Continue to twist the low belly to the right. Good, bring it back up. Inhale. Exhale, knee to chest. Mini Shavasana moment. Let that leg extend out. Notice the prana, the energy moving through the legs. So all warrior poses, obviously in our physical practice, are all standing poses. So we're giving them, the legs here, a chance to get a little love before we do anything. And it's a healing practice, so don't worry, we're not going to be too crazy, but we will use some of them today. All right, strap into the left leg. Remember, option 1 is just use your towel and stay with the upper back totally on the ground. Option 2, strap around. Right leg can be bent or straight. Arms, I like to just rest them by my sides. Good. And then finding some evenness in your breathing. If your eyes are open, just soften your gaze a little bit. They're welcome to be closed too, but if they are open, try to just soften the gaze. Maybe actually watch your abdomen breathing. It's very relaxing, almost like watching fish or a fire, watching yourself breathe. If you've ever watched a little baby, just watching them breathe, sometimes very peaceful. And it's not very often that we actually really do get to look at ourselves breathing, but in this pose you can actually see it. Appreciating our own breath of life. Good. Now if you've got the strap behind the head, grab, let the head come down. Walk your hands up the strap. Let your left hand stay in the strap, right arm out to the right, or you can rest it on your right thigh. Left leg goes out to the left. Rotating that upper inner thigh on the right leg towards the floor. Carve that outer left hip under. Flex your toes. Allow your collarbones here to try to broaden. Feel a sense of them expanding out, so your sternum is nice and open. Good. Bring the leg back up to center. Inhale. Strap into the right hand. All right. Now remember, you're not going to go right away all the way. Ease into it. Left thumb option, put it in the left hip crease, 4 fingers on the outside, and you're going to bring the leg just a few inches over to the right so that your left side of your sacrum is going to stay down. My right toes are still up towards the sky at this point. And this is one of those poses, right? I have to, it's like, gives me something to work on. Let's just say that. Okay, keep going now. Now the outer edge of your right foot, it can come all the way to the floor. Left leg, it left. Keep pulling your hand against the strap and pushing your foot out. When you do those two things, it's like your body just lights right up like a pinball machine. Inhale, come back up. Good. Exhale, knee into chest. All right. Mini moment, Shavasana. Take a breath, at least one breath. It's like we're training our body to pause, to notice, to not go so fast. Very nice. Bend your knees. Place your feet to the floor. Now we're going to do a little more arching, flexing with spine. Getting into that core, into the warrior. Okay, so elbows back. I want you to actually push your outer elbows into the ground. Inhale, arch your back. And exhale, curl up. Elbows come in towards shoulder height. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Push. Like when you come down, exhale, lift. When you come down, actually take that moment where you push your outer elbows into the ground. Wake your arms up too. Exhale, curl. Inhale. Exhale, curl. Inhale. Exhale, curl. One more here. Inhale. Now we're going to do a crossover. Exhale. Now inhale. Right foot comes off the floor. Exhale, twist to the right. Left elbow, right knee tap. Inhale, elbows push down. Turn the other way. Exhale, cross. Inhale, elbows push in. Exhale, lift. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Remember, I do cue breath, but it's just to remind you to breathe. You go at your pace. Keep going. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Two more. Exhale. Now I lied. Now two more. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Very good, yogis. All right, stretch your feet. Stretch your legs straight. Hook your thumbs over your head. Point your feet now. Stretch from head to toe, fingers to toes. Exhale, hug in, and you can either rock up or roll to your right. Come up to seated. Good. Come up to seated. Cross one shin in front of the other. All right, right arm is going to go out to the right. Left arm is going to stretch up and over. I want you to inhale, reach, and then exhale, coil down. Tap your left hand to the floor. Your forehead may come close to the knee. And inhale, curl up. If you prefer, you can cactus this top arm. And then exhale, coil down. Inhale, one more time. Keep that bottom arm going. Watch that shoulder head from pushing forward. Keep it back. Exhale. Good. Inhale, cactus it up. Exhale, reach left hand down, right arm up. Breathe in. Exhale, coil down. Inhale. Starting to get a little bit more maybe peaceful with the breath. Inhale. Give yourself permission to actually enjoy the movement. Inhale, cactus the arm. Exhale, pull up through that top arm. Very good. Switch the cross of your legs. Other shin in front. Interlace your hands behind your back. Push your knuckles onto the ground. Inhale, lift your chest. Good. Maybe slightly look up, right where your kind of ceiling and wall meet, or a little higher if it's okay, but try not to let your head just drop back. Take one more breath. Really expanding through that chest. Very good. And then eagle arms. You're going to take your right arm under your left arm. Inhale, lift. And now move your hands and your forearms to the right. Exhale. Breathe into that back body. Bring them back up. Inhale, open the arms, cactus. Exhale, left arm under the right. Lift the elbows up. Press your palms forward. And then tip your forearms and hands to the left. Try to keep your head neutral. It kind of wants to go too. Just let it stay neutral. Opening up that trapezius, rhomboids a little bit. Inhale, back to center. Open the arms. Very good. Exhale. Let's come onto all fours. All right, come onto all fours. Tabletop position. Bring my props off to the side here. Spread the fingers nice and wide. And we're going to start with some cat and cow. So belly drops, inhale, heart lifts. And then as you exhale, round the back and draw your right knee towards your nose. And then inhale, knee down, arch. Exhale, round left knee in. Knee down, inhale, arch. Exhale, right knee in. Push the earth away so you have space to pull the knee. Inhale, arch. Exhale, knee in. Push the earth away. One more each side. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, arch. Exhale, neutral, neutral back. Let's take the right arm up to the sky. Breathe in, make a fist. Rotate your fist around a couple times one way and then the other. And then spread the fingers, inhale. Exhale, thread the right arm underneath. You can pop up onto your left fingertips. You have the option, if it feels okay on your neck, you could bind this left arm. Some days I like to take the left leg straight out to the left towards my right hand. I'm not necessarily trying to get the foot, but just waking up the back of the hamstring here and the groin. And as you start to rotate, you might start to find that you almost come a little more towards the back of your head. If your arm is bound, bring the left hand back in front of your face. Push into that hand. Ooh, watch the hair. And then right arm returns. If your leg was out, left knee returns. Good. Pause here. Inhale. Exhale. Left hand reaches up. Make a fist. Rotate around a couple times. Go the other way. And then spread the fingers. Breathe in. Exhale. Thread the arm. Left side of the head comes down this time. Pop up on right fingertips, or if you like to bind, you're welcome to bind. If you want to straighten that leg and straighten the leg out. Keep tilting. If you're not binding, tilt that right elbow up a little more towards the sky. You'll feel your right shoulder blade. You have the capacity to hug it in towards the spine a little more. You perhaps may get a little greater rotation through your upper body. Remember the exhale where you're using the breath, totally emptying out. When it's empty, that's when you're going to get a little deeper release, especially in a twist. If your arm is bound, bring it back. Right hand next to your face. Inhale, left hand under your shoulder. Right knee returns back if it was there. Good. One time, one breath. Inhale, just nice neutral spine. Exhale. Tuck your toes. Puppy pose or down dog. Puppy pose, our knees stay down. Down dog, the knees will lift. Bend your knees as you inhale. Take both heels to the right as you exhale. Inhale, both knees bent back to center. Exhale, both heels left. Again, inhale, little skiers twist. Exhale, heels right. Inhale. Exhale, heels left. Inhale. Exhale, stay. Lift your heels high, breathe in. Slowly tiptoe forward towards the top of your mat. Inhale, stretch your heart forward. Exhale, fold forward and bow. Reverse your swan dive. Inhale, rise, come all the way up. Exhale, hands to your heart. Very good. All right, we're going to reach the right arm down your right leg. Left arm's going to reach up towards the sky. Breathe in. And exhale, take a side bend over. Now, if you've got back pain, it's going to feel a little more comfortable, a little more healing. Keep the hand on the hip, okay? Take a breath. Tone your legs. You'd actually feel your legs, whether or not they're engaged with that hand gliding down. Good. And then come back up to center. Inhale. Good. Exhale. Reach your arm behind your back. Hold on to the front of the bicep if you can, and draw the head of the left shoulder back. Just stretching out here a little bit. Take a breath in. Draw your rib cage in a little bit. Drop your tailbone, breath out. Good. Release that left arm down. Inhale, right arm up towards the sky. Exhale over. Push into both your feet. Tone your legs. Feel your quadriceps engaging. Take another breath. And then inhale, bring it back up. Now right arm, you're going to internally rotate it. Turn the thumb down. Reach back, catch the bicep, and you're in an internal rotation, so this will move your shoulder forward. Try to take the head of the shoulder back. And you can feel the back of your right hand against that left kidney area, right at the lower part of the rib cage. Kind of draw your waistline back more. A little acupressure, you can kind of press into the kidney area right there while also keeping that right shoulder head back. Take another breath for 3, 2, and release. 1. Good. Both arms reach up. Inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, right leg steps back. Now you're going to need your strap here. Grab your strap. Back knee goes down towards the floor. Put your strap into your right hand, and you're going to take your left hand, grabbing nice and low towards your low back. Okay? Now the degree that you lunge, that's on you. However low is feeling good in your body, but hug your inner thighs together. Make sure you're staying safe. You're not just dumping in there. You're feeling some toning. So the right arm is going to stay where it is. It's, the left arm, little balance here, the left arm that's going to move. So the left arm is going to go straight and reach away on the diagonal. Inhale. And then exhale, bend it in and just tap your sacrum. Inhale, reach back. Exhale, tap in. One more time. Inhale, reach back. Exhale, release. Good. Right arm is going to reach over and down towards the ground. Back knee lifts. Take an easy twist. Left arm is going to reach up towards the sky. Inhale. Revolve the belly to the left inner thigh. Exhale. Good. Back heel, seal it down towards the floor in a warrior 1. So heel to heel alignment, and inhale, rise up. Turn your palms forward, straighten your front leg. Exhale. Turn your palms toward each other. Inhale, bend in. And as you take a warrior 1, I want you to lean forward a little more so your back wakes up a little bit. So it's almost like a leaning warrior 1. Palms go forward, straighten front leg, bring it down. The commitment of the warrior. Here we go. Inhale, lean. Keep your gaze like it's towards the horizon. Exhale. It's steady. It's focused. Inhale. Exhale. 2 more. Inhale. Turn, palms forward and down. Exhale. Last time. Inhale. Exhale. Good. Inhale, bend into the lunge, little lean forward. Exhale, hands to the floor. You're going to step into a plank pose. Lift that back heel, step to plank. Pause in your plank. Take a breath. Breathe in. You can always have your knees down here. Heal your body, right? Whatever feels good. Lower all the way down to the abdomen. Stretch the tops of your feet to the floor. Good. Forehead to the ground. I want you to click your fingernails down towards the floor so your palms are facing up this time. Before you lift your head and chest, lift your shoulder heads up towards the sky. And then now lift your head and chest as well. Feet are going to stay down, nails are going to stay down. Good. Breathe in. Breathe out. Remember your intention. So as you feel the body contracting and moving and being challenged in different ways, your intention gives you that purpose, that meaning to your practice. Stay up, keep going. And I'm sure we've all noticed how a practice can be entirely different some days than others, and a lot of that can really depend, 1, on ourselves, but 2, on the intention of how we show up in the mat. And release. Exhale. Good. Hands next to your rib cage. Lift your shoulder heads up. You can move towards child's pose. I'll do that on this first one. You can move up through tabletop or plank pose, and we'll all meet in downward facing dog. Pedal out those feet a little bit. And in your down dog, seal your right foot down like it's doing warrior one. Bend your left knee and then kind of twist the left knee to the right so you can get an outer hip stretch. And then we're going to switch. Left foot, warrior one. It's at a 45-degree angle. Right knee, start with it bent, but then you're going to actually twist the knee to the left. Keep pushing up and back through the hands. Back to center. Inhale. Exhale. Heels rise. Breathe in. Slowly tiptoe. If you like to jump, you are welcome to. Top of the mat. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, fold forward, relax your head and neck. Reverse your swan dive. Inhale, rise all the way up. Hands to heart. Exhale. Again, inhale, reach. Forward fold. Exhale. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, left foot steps back. Back knee goes down. We grab our strap. Strap is going in the left hand now, this time. Left hand is going behind your head, right hand is coming to your low back, and you're going to definitely want some space here. Even if you could get Go Mukasana arms, it's a little different stretch we're going for here. All right, so this right arm is the arm. You're going to try to straighten it if you can. The left arm will pull back a little bit, big shoulder stretch, and then it's going to be returning back in, okay? So here we go. Start to straighten your right arm, move it away on the diagonal, start to deepen into your lunge, and then exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Two more. Inhale. Exhale. One more time. Inhale. Exhale. Lovely. Reach your left arm up towards the sky. Take the left hand down inside that right foot. Back knee lifts. Hug your inner thighs together. Reach your right arm up towards the sky. Breathe in. Exhale. Twist. Turn the low belly towards your right inner thigh. Back heel is going to seal 45 degrees. Inhale, warrior one. Straighten your front leg, turn your palms forward, and exhale, bring your arms by your sides. Now remember, you're going to lean forward a little bit. Inhale, palms face in, lean forward. Take your gaze towards the horizon, and then exhale, straighten the front leg, palms turn down. Inhale, reach, lean, keep the gaze steady. Exhale. Three more. Inhale. Exhale. Two more. Last time, yogis. Inhale. Exhale. Bend into that lunge. Take a breath. Breathe in. Exhale, hands to the ground. Lift your back heel. Plank pose. Inhale. Right foot back. Legs strong. Spread through your collarbones. As slow as you can. Exhale all the way to the belly. Very good. Again, fingernails down. Toenails down. Forehead to the floor. Lift your shoulder heads up. Already engaged the back. And now to start, I want you to just lift your feet. Keep the shoulder heads lifting. Head is down. Lift your feet. Keep the shoulder heads lifting up. Fingernails down. Now lift your fingernails. See if you can get them as high as your shoulders. Try to hug your thumbs a little closer together. You're not trying to touch them, just bring them a little closer together energetically. And now lift your head and chest. Spread the toes. Continue to breathe. So we're staying in a few of these poses, what might feel like a little longer than we typically do. Straighten your legs a little more. Point your kneecaps down towards the floor for 3. For 3. 2. And 1. So good. Okay. Relax. That might be a cheek to the mat. You might like to stack your hands. Switch your gaze. Switch your hand. Bring your hands next to your rib cage. Tuck your toes. Lift up anyway, like I'll do tabletop this time. Push the earth away and exhale, downward facing dog. Take a full breath in. And knowing how and when to release, out the mouth, exhale, let it go. Push into your palms, inhale, fill the breath up into the back body, upper sternum. Exhale, let the breath go, melt the base of your heart back. Last time, inhale. Exhale. Right foot forward between the hands. Now if it doesn't go, you're just going to drop to the knees, bring the right foot forward, and then lift the back knee up. Spin the sole of the foot down towards the floor. And we're going to cartwheel up to warrior two. Inhale. Try to notice here, shoulders aligning over the hips. Relax the shoulders out of the ears. We're working the thigh toward parallel, but it may not be there today. It may never be there, but that's where we're going. Right knee staying to the right. Straighten your front leg, tip forward as you exhale, right hand to right shin, or you can take the hand to the ground. Now we're going to flow between Trikonasana and Virabhadrasana 2. Okay, just enjoy an extra breath here, first time in triangle. Good. Bend in, warrior two. Inhale. Now your drishti here is to the right middle finger. Exhale. Hip crease goes back. Drishti moves up to the left hand. Inhale. And there's a softness, right? There's an ease, both with breath and with drishti. Two more. Inhale. Exhale. Last time, inhale. Exhale. Take a full breath here, breathe in. Good. And now, bend the front knee as much as you need to get the right hand down to the ground. Keep your left hip wrapping back like it's still in triangle, but take your left hand down towards the floor. It's okay if it doesn't touch. It can just sort of hang. Take one more deep breath in. Remember, front knee can be bent here. It doesn't need to be straight. Likely you'll still feel a nice stretch in your hamstring. Very good. Back heel's going to lift. Inhale. Step back, down dog. Exhale. Breath in. Let it go. Sigh it out if you need to. Left foot forward. Okay, remember, if the foot doesn't come forward, drop to the knees, scooch it forward, and then relift the back leg. Back heel seals down. Heel to arch. Warrior two. Inhale, cartwheel up. Bend down into that left leg. So first time, we are kind of working the alignment, but then we're going to flow. Try to relax the shoulders. Drishti is to the left middle finger here. And then Trikonasana, you straighten the leg. This hip crease is going back. The inner thigh is rolling back, but the outer left hip is carving under. Left hand down, right arm goes up. And you're just enjoying. And if this ever bothers your neck as you're transitioning, just look down when you're doing Trikonasana and still look to the left middle finger. So your gaze then will just stay at the left hand the whole time. Okay, here we go. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale. Two more times. Breathe in. Exhale. Last time, inhale. Exhale. Now you're going to stay in triangle. Bend the front knee if you need to, or as much as you need to get your left hand down on the inside of the leg, and then stretch your right arm. You can just let it hang. I'm kind of pushing my left arm a little bit against my left leg. Big side body opening. Almost feel like somebody's kind of tugging at your fingers in your right hand, just ever so gently. Stay rooted in that back foot. And then bring that hand down, Rebend into that left knee, back heel lifts up. Down dog, front foot back, exhale. In through your nose. Empty out the mouth, exhale. Inhale, come forward, plank pose. Let's go all the way to the belly. Cactus your arms. Cactus your arms. Forehead to the floor. Good. And then see if, keep your elbows down. They're right in line with your shoulders. You're going to try to lift your forearms up and your hands. And just notice how this wakes up the body and the upper back and the rotator cuff. Take one more breath. And then see if you can pulse the hand a little higher, both hands a little higher for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Keep pushing the elbows down. 3, 2, and 1. So good. Put the forearms back down. Now keep the palms down. Lift the elbows up. Feel the shoulder blades connect onto the back. Hug the shoulder blades down the back and lift up with your hands pretty far away from you. It's kind of like a variation of seal. I don't want you to come as high as you possibly can, but we're getting a really nice compression in the kidneys to help with energy if you've been lacking any of that. Now, I want you to come down just a little ways and see if you can lift your hands, hug your elbows in toward each other, and lift up. Lift the feet up. Good. Try to lift the forearms up a little bit more, like you're skydiving almost. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and release. 1. Cheek to the mat, bend the knees, windshield wiper side to side. Other cheek to the mat. Now take your legs, bring your shins to neutral, and I want you to take your shins out and then cross one shin in front of the other and out. It's like a broken windshield wiper. Switching the other, each leg in front, a different one each time. It's kind of nice when the legs go out, kind of feels like the sacrum's widening a little bit. All right, legs back to neutral. Stretch your legs straight, hands next to your rib cage. Again, remember you can push through tabletop, you can push through child's pose, or you can push up through plank and going all the way back to downward facing dog. Exhale. I want you to take your feet off your mat so they're nice and wide. Walk your hands back so you're more in a wide-legged straddle forward fold. Pop up onto your fingertips. Inhale. And then just stay for a couple breaths here. Exhale. So there's a plumb line of the center of the ankle, center of the knee, and the center of the hip all in one line here. And yet your upper body is like it's in down dog. Keep lifting the armpits up so the armpits aren't just dropping down. Keep lifting. Shoulder girdle staying connected. Neck is free, biceps by the ears. And then center your right hand. You can stay on the fingertips, or if you prefer to put the hand down all the way, you can. Center the right hand more, and now take left hand and grab the outer right leg. Turn and twist. If there's somebody in the room, maybe smile or stick your tongue out, you pick. Turn and look underneath. It's with love. If you stuck your tongue out, it's with love. All right, switch sides. Left hand down. Right arm goes. Bend that right elbow. Keep lifting your left armpit up and turn, revolve the chest to the left. Bring the hand back to center. Inhale. Good. Exhale. Set the palms back down. Take one more breath here. Breathe in. Exhale. Breathe out. Walk the hands back in, right under the shoulders. Lift your spine. Inhale. Heel toe the feet back in. We're going to come to Malasana, Yogi squat. Heels in, toes out. Bend the knees. Now, if you've got a block, if your heels aren't all the way down, I want you to grab your blanket or your towel and set it under your heels so you can let those femur bones just drop here. And take another breath. Breathe in. Push your arms against your legs against your arms. Breathe out. Good. And then if you'd like to walk it forward, you can. I'm going to give a couple options. You can keep the feet wide. Walk forward this way if you'd like. Bring the feet together. If the heels they may lift, but in a minute you'll see they'll start to drop down. So I'll turn sideways so you can see. My feet are together, and as my arms walk forward to kind of create that counterbalance, my heels can drop. I'm going to squeeze my knees in towards my armpits. And you can keep the arms reaching forward or reach the arms back one at a time. Palm is going up into garland pose, forehead coming down towards the floor. Ujjayi breath. Take one more. And then we're going to slow, if you're in garland, one hand at a time, bring it back out. We're going to come to Barakanasana. Soles of your feet are going to come together. You're going to hold on to the ankles. Lift your chest up nice and tall. Inhale. And exhale, fold. Some days I like to hold the ankles. Some days I like to put my forearms, if they're able to go to the ground, forearms to the floor, and then actually push the back of your upper arms against your shins. And what that'll do is help root the femur into the socket a little more. It'll give your hips an opportunity just to release. You may notice the knees start to release a little more towards the floor. The heart can start to extend a little bit more forward out of the pelvis. Good, and then slowly bring yourself back up. Take your hands to your outer knees. Bring your knees together. Stretch your legs straight out in front of you. Flex your feet. Pull the flesh out from underneath the sitting bones. Left leg's gonna stay straight. Right leg's gonna cross over the left. Mrichiyasana. Flex your left foot. Right hand behind you. Left arm reaches up towards the sky. Inhale. And you can either exhale, hook the elbow around the knee, or bring it to the outside. The warrior gaze is trying to soften the drishti, especially in a twist. We get so enamored with how far can the twist go, but just soften it just a little bit. Soften your gaze. Soften your effort a little bit. But deepen your breath. Where can you feel the breath move into that you maybe can't quite notice when you're over-efforting? Let's come back to center. Ooh. All right, knee on top of knee, Hafko Mukasana. Hands by your sides, lift your chest up nice and tall. And exhale, start to fold forward. I like to take this one really slowly. And if you're more open here, you're welcome to reach your hands towards your left foot. Some days I like to feel it a little more through both the back and IT band, and I'll take the opposite hand, so my right hand to the outer left foot. If you're very flexible here, you need to all have a little micro bend in this left knee. Lovely, come back up. Inhale, reach up with that arm. Exhale. Now we're gonna come into Gomukasana. So you may just be able to slide that leg in just by leaning back. You may need to come forward. Knee on top of knee. Right knee is still on top, and you'll sit back. If you're tighter here, it's helpful to put a block under your sit bones, or I'm gonna just grab my block for my forehead. You could put it under your forehead. Lift your chest up nice and tall. Exhale, fold forward. So if you're open that you can get the forehead to come down, go ahead and bring it deeper. Some of you might be able to go further. Some of us, it's just gonna feel great just staying upright. Some days I'll If I'm feeling tighter, I'll bring my elbows on my top leg and just let my thumbs rest on my third eye, or maybe just lean on that block if you did have one, elbows there. That feels really nice. Start to notice in your body just one of the things it talks about is triggers in the book. You know, starting to notice where we have triggers. And that might happen in our yoga practice where, you know, you're guided to a certain pose. It's not your favorite pose and you can feel your body kind of tense up just right away. Inhale, come up. But off the mat, right, that's where the triggers really start to happen. Lean back, stretch your legs out straight. Maybe somebody we work with or someone in our house that we kind of are stuck with at the moment. All right, second side. Richiasana, left leg crosses over, left hand behind, inhale. And it's beginning to train the mind, either hook the elbow or to the outside. It's beginning to work with the mind to be able to observe and become more aware and less reactive. Clearly a practice, right? Soften your gaze. What if you over effort less with your body, but are more intentional with breathing? Maybe it's the subtle places like your left foot. Can your left foot bring your spine a little taller? Can it even help you expand your chest a little deeper? Good, and then unwind. Hafko Mukasana. Flex your foot, inhale. Forward fold. It's a big pose. Remember a little micro bend here on the back of that right leg. Letting go of the idea that a pose needs to look a certain way. Letting go of questioning why our body is so tight and just actually practicing appreciating the tightness as a way for us to work with both the mind and the breath. Good. Inhale up, go Mukasana, leaning back. Slide that bottom leg in. You need enough space. If the foot comes too close, we kind of end up sitting on that right foot with that left sit bone. So make sure your feet are out enough. And if you're very open here, the further forward, I scooch my shins, lights everything up again like a Christmas tree. So do it to the point that you're captivated by the sensation, but it's not so far that you feel like you're holding your own breath, okay? So sitting up nice and tall, exhale. Remember, you can take that option. Sometimes it actually feels better in the body to not go as deep as we possibly can go, but to go maybe about 70%, to really be able to work with different aspects and different qualities. Feeling energetically ourselves kind of harmonizing or coming more into alignment with that intention that we set. Good, and then walk yourself back up. Inhale. Good, exhale. Stretch both your legs out straight. Final forward fold, and we're gonna actually take it on the back. So I'll show you kind of what this looks like. If you've not done it, basically Paschimottanasana, but on your back. So you're gonna start with knees into your chest. You'll take your hands on the outer edges of your feet. Now, you can see that right now most of my back is on the ground. You can actually let your low back lift so that I'm getting my legs a little bit more parallel with the ceiling. Elbows bend out to the sides. Now, if I was very flexible in my hamstrings, more of my back, of course, would come down, or my legs would be a little closer towards my face, but still thighs are more parallel and legs towards the ceiling. Really nice release here. Last breath, yogis. Inhale. Full breath out. Exhale. Slowly wind your back down to the ground. Bend your knees in towards your chest. Rotate around a couple times, one direction and then the other. And if there's anything else that you would just adore to do before you completed your practice, take a moment for that. Otherwise, we're going to let ourselves unravel into Shavasana, extending the legs so that you take up some space on your mat. Let your feet probably be about as wide as your mat. Turn your palms up, and as you do, I want you to push into your elbows so you can actually hug your upper arm bones in a little closer toward each other. It feels good through that upper back, and then release your forearms back to the earth. And we'll be here for a few minutes. And when it's time to come out, you'll hear me ring a soft bell. And every time your mind drifts off, use that as a moment of appreciation to return it back to the breath. Remembering that the commitment of the warrior, we talked about at the beginning, the warrior commitment, it's not about being perfect. It's about continuing to put virtuous input into our unconscious, continuing to sow the seeds that predispose our heart to expand without limit, that predispose us to awaken. Begin to connect back into your breath. Using your breath to cue your body to start to move a little bit again. Reach your arms up and over your head. In any way that feels comfortable, and to either side tonight, or whenever you're practicing, you get to choose right now, left or right. Bring your body back up to an easy seat. Place your palms together in Anjali Mudra. And as we leave our mat today, we think of the commitment of the warrior, being able to listen without judgment, being able to be more compassionate and understanding, to plant these seeds into our unconscious that expand our heart, to remind us that what we set our mind to believe in possibilities greater than our eyes can often see. And bringing thumbs up to third eye. Give ourselves grace. This is a practice. It's a practice for us all, and all we can do each day is try and show up for ourselves in the best way that we can that day. Thank you for joining me on your mat. Namaste. Thank you. I have a couple quick announcements if you can hang on. So patient. I have a fun little picker app that all of you thank you so much, all of you who liked and tagged friends. We're going to do the same thing this time. If you will like this post and tag a friend, somebody that would enjoy this practice, even if you didn't think they would, but maybe they need it, who knows, but they don't need to know why they got tagged. You just like it, tag them, tag someone, and you'll get entered in for the drawing. I'm going to announce it, hang on, but the new drawing, I have these super fun, look how cute, they're kid ones. I have cute little Be Awesome kid tanks or kid t-shirt, and you're like, well, I'm not a kid, I'm an adult. Well, maybe you want to remind your kid to be awesome if you had one, and I do, of course, have, I'm going to assume most of you are ladies, although I know not all ladies are practicing. See if I can wrangle up a t-shirt or something for a guy. Tanks. So if you are the winner for doing that, this one's going to be announced on Saturday. Okay, so the next practice. The winner of the hat is Miss Charina Walker. So thank you. I will post the fun little comment. You get to see the spinner go, and it's super cute. So I will be reaching out to you, and thanks, you guys. Thank you for practicing with me. If you have any questions, any requests, I just do as a pay as you wish. If you want to go to Venmo or to PayPal and donate anything, so appreciated, not necessary. I want this to be available for everybody, but if it brings you value and if you want to, please feel free. So thanks, everybody. Have a great day. We'll see you Saturday morning. Power Yoga. Yay.